Hello, my name is Denise Saavedra Cortes, and I will be presenting to you guys my professional growth plan. Before I begin, I will be giving a brief introduction of who I am and why am I here today. So as I mentioned, my name is Denise Saavedra, and I am currently enrolled at Grand Canyon University studying the degree Masters of Elementary Education. The reason I am in this program is to be a highly qualified teacher, so to be certified in all areas, to be in the classroom. This is currently my fourth year teaching elementary, and this is my first year teaching fourth grade. I am currently as a emergency teacher, and as mentioned, I am here to develop the professional growth plan to you, to deliver this presentation, and my main goal is for you to understand who I am and what are some of my goals that I have as a teacher. As you can see, here is the graduate course. As mentioned, I am in the program of Masters in Elementary Education. Some of what the courses are here in GCU is a graduate degree program designed to provide educators with a specialized knowledge and skills to develop effective teaching strategies and curriculum for elementary school students. So overall, it's going to be teaching us different methods that we can apply in our classroom that are in a graduate level, that are going to help us as a teacher, or even our mentors, and especially our students, how to differentiate for them. So here is an outline of all the courses. We go from the basic. Currently I am doing Foundations of Elementary Education. Then you go into a little bit of early childhood, the Constitution, teacher candidates. We go into math, reading, some social studies, and the arts, and it's a little bit of everything that we are ready for our students. Next is the certification requirements. I will be reading the statement that is here. So the certification requirements: completion of a teacher preparation program in elementary education. And as mentioned, I am in the alternative teaching certification program as well, which fits with this criteria, which I am in a teacher preparation program from a board approved educator preparation program, or from accredited college or university offers substantially similar training, which includes coursework, which is either option A or B, which I will get to on the next slide. So here are some of the two main requirements before doing your student teaching: having the professional knowledge exam. Here in Arizona is known as the NES test or NAEPA for elementary education, and our two subject knowledge exams, the NES 102 and 103 for elementary education subtests 1 and 2. So now moving on, demonstrating high expectations. High standards means the conviction that students should always work and exceed expectations. It is not necessarily to be rigid or micromanage. It is to have high standards. So meaning we're not going to have our students like robots. We're going to treat them with kind and respect, but always having our standards set high by raising our expectations and being firm. As in being firm educators, students will work hard at all times. The goal as an educator is to create a classroom culture that reflects hard work and self-belief, meaning getting to know your students, being able to collaborate with them, but still having your high expectations as an educator. Moreover, adding code of ethic. This is known in Principle 1, which is commitment to our students. Each student's potential to become and deserve and valuable member of the society is something that the educator works hard to help them achieve. Therefore, the role of the educator is to encourage curiosity, knowledge, and understanding acquisition, and their deliberate development of noble objectives. As mentioned, getting to know your students, collaborating with them, making those activities at the beginning of the year to know each and one of them, but again, keeping those standards high So having high expectations, objectives, procedures, as mentioned here in my bullet before, firm classroom expectations and procedures throughout the whole lesson, the whole time they're in the class, to ensure that students are reaching those high expectations and are not lacking off in any area. Some examples: teaching growth mindset. Focus on the student's effort, not that their assignment is perfect. Motivation at all times inside the classroom. Setting achievable but difficult tasks. Being a role model and expressing positive regards. Next, we will be talking about the teaching practices. We have a little outline here, which you start with the teach, you self-assess, you consider, and you practice. So here's a little quote: reflective practice is learning through and from experience towards gaining new insights of self and practice, meaning we are here to learn. We can be learning from our colleagues, our mentors, our masters, our principals, which we are gaining that new information to deliver to our students. So any feedback should be welcome, positive, negative, any feedback should be welcome that makes us improve of ourselves, and we can practice later with our students. And everything we're doing is always for the best of our students. So the way that I use teaching practices in my classroom is using data to reflect on what I did in the class, the lesson that was delivered, using weekly assessments, so formative assessments, exit tickets at the end of each lesson or each standard that you are covering, questioning through the lesson, checking for understanding using 1, 2, 3, how well do you understand the lesson, progress monitoring, using proximity, walking around, checking that everyone is on task, that everyone is understanding, and teacher reflection from mentor, master, even your coworker, just asking how are you doing. Moving on to professional and learning goals. I have 2 professional learning goals: to be a certified educator in elementary ed, and taking professional developmental courses throughout all my teaching career. Number 1, how will this help me? It will help me develop new strategies to implement in my classroom. I have about 10 courses that I'm going to be taking here for my master's, so all of these courses are gonna have new strategies that I can take back and use in my classroom to improve the knowledge of my students, preparing me with more tools and resources so I can be a highly qualified teacher, and having the ability to connect with students on a personal level. So I will be gaining those strategies for mindset, for one-on-one conversations that is going to help me improve as an educator. My learning goal number 2, taking more professional developmental courses. In my district, we have professional development every week, but besides that, I am interested in taking more courses that is going to help me improve as an educator. It's going to improve my ways of teaching my class, help with some difficult students, help with special education students, what are their needs, what strategies I can use with those specific students, improve myself as a teacher, my tools, how I'm managing my class, what new resources or data I can use, and tools to differentiate my classroom. And this is the end of my presentation. Hope you enjoy. Any questions, you can leave them down here in the chat. Thank you.